Really quick video today, and I want to talk with you about advertising and adverts running in TalkLife and a couple of big changes we're making from today. If we start with the why. So we turned advertising on TalkLife a few years ago. Some of you will remember, some of you won't. And the idea was that we could start to cover a few of our bills using generic ad networks like AdMob or Facebook with pretty strict controls to be able to block certain types of advert content, dating apps, gambling, health tips like certain body weight image adverts like that. And the system a few years ago worked quite well. We had adverts going in, there was good control measures in place, and we were able to flag those ads pretty quickly and block them. Over the last few years, it's become pretty apparent that yes, advertising really helps to cover some of our bills, but TalkLife isn't a giant organization that is getting millions of dollars in profits from advertising. And I think some of you think that we just rake it in from advertising. But if we come to the figures, on average per month, we make around 1,600 US from advertising in total. Now, part of that, it comes down to the impressions we show. We limit the impressions, and we also don't sort of just open the floodgates on some of the impression types. So it's not a huge breadwinner for TalkLife. It doesn't come anywhere near our bills. If you look at TalkLife as a whole, on average, we would spend anywhere from about 70 to 80,000 pounds per month. Converting that to dollar, someone will in the comments, but I think it's probably about $75,000, $80,000 a month that we spend, and that's on engineering, safeguarding, all kinds of things that are going on. So you can see that it's not really keeping TalkLife afloat, this little bit of advertising. Yes, it's fantastic, and every cent helps, but it is not, it's not a huge stream for us. Now, that being said, it has got us through some really challenging times, and every single cent that we have coming in really helps to pay our bills and to keep TalkLife running. But when you look at the last few months of certain networks that we're working with and some of the battles that are going on in the advertising space and how data is being used and what access they want to data, it's, to me, jumping into a space that it's more serious than just the 1,600 US we're getting per month. And I feel really uncomfortable with some of the adverts that are slipping through these networks. We're still seeing dating apps going through, we're still seeing body image apps, we're still seeing gambling apps going through, but just categorized differently. And it's impossible for a team like TalkLife to be able to go across hundreds of thousands of adverts and manually block them with the controls that they give us. We can't even see the adverts that they're displaying. We can only search for them by certain terms. And that is absolutely absurd when we're already saying that we want restricted adverts coming in, and yet we can't see what the output of that looks like. So, cutting a really long story short, I feel really uncomfortable with where advertising is at the moment in mobiles, and I don't want our community to be bombarded with content that is crap every day. And so we're turning it off. Now, that's a really big thing for us, especially as a small team that needs every penny, as I said. There are other ways that TalkLife, that you can help TalkLife, become a hero. If you've got an extra spare $4, $5 per month, every hero is so important to us, and we use all of that and we put it directly into improving the service, keeping up with the user growth, which is a couple of thousand per day signups. Heroes are an amazing way that you can keep us afloat. But there are also other ways you can help. Become a volunteer. Leave a rating in the App Store. That is super important for us. Just leave a friendly rating in the App Store, or just leave whatever rating you want. But that really helps us as well. So, right now TalkLife is supported by Talk Campus. It's our university platform, and it's going really well. It's a version of TalkLife specific for students and colleges, and universities subscribe to it, and that's been really helpful to keep our community going on TalkLife. And so if you are a university student, or maybe you work in a wellbeing team, we'd love to speak to you about bringing Talk Campus into your university as well, and that's another way that we can help. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you. These videos are unedited and raw, and it's our community, it's your community. It's not about TalkLife, an app. It's not about revenue. It's not about anything else. It's about building the place that we want to share those ups and downs of life, and that needs to be safe. You need to feel like it's your place, and I think advertising has stepped over a line that I feel really uncomfortable with. If this backfires and in 2 months we desperately need to turn it back on, we'll revisit it with a different network, or we'll do something different. But if we can all get to heroes, I think it's like 200 heroes, additional heroes, and we've covered that advertising in full. So I love you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're not subscribed for all this these amazing videos, I'm not a YouTuber, but if you do find these helpful, let me know. If not, let me know. And I will see you in TalkLife for all of your glorious comments shortly. So thanks.